Count, baby.
Okay, there you go. All right, with us now, Democratic Whip, Congressman Steny Hoyer of Maryland. He was one of the number of lawmakers who spoke yesterday with Australia's ambassador to the United States, Bob Corker, Jack Reed, John McCain, many others did. I did as well, Steny, but I only did it to ask for Olivia Newton-John. You actually did it for a far more important reason, and that is obviously to reaffirm that they've been actually been one of our most loyal allies and the only country that's fought by our side in every major conflict over the past century.
Yeah, I think one could argue, Joe, that Australia has been our strongest, most loyal ally, and being with us in the hot spots, not just as observers, but really in the fight with us. And I thought it was extraordinarily unfortunate, apparently, that the conversation between Prime Minister Turnbull of Australia and the President was such that clearly it was offensive to Turnbull, although, as you saw, he handled himself very, very well, very diplomatically, and I thought very responsibly. The fact is, I wanted to tell Ambassador Lucky, look, you've got a lot of friends on the Hill who clearly understand that Australia is one of our best friends and we need to treat you as such. In retrospect, obviously, the administration, the Trump administration, reviewed the accommodation that the Obama administration reached with the Australians, and they're going through with it because obviously they think it's something that a friend would do for a friend to help them out.
Congressman, it's Bianna Golodryga. Obviously, we have a strong diplomatic relationship with Australia, but we also have a strong economic relationship with them as well.
Correct.
They're one of our closest regional allies and trading partners there. There's internal polling in Australia that suggests that the majority of Australians are actually looking and would like to have closer economic ties with China. Are you concerned at all that that will affect our relationship and our trade relationship with Australia?
Well, clearly that will, but I will tell you this, that I think my view is they're looking at that because, of course, one of the first things the President did was to say, look, we're going to just obviate the TPP agreement. Now, that came as no surprise. He said that in the campaign. Obviously, both of our candidates said it as well. But the way it was done in such a precipitous no collaboration, no cooperation, no discussions with the 11 other countries who we had agreements with and entered into long negotiations with, obviously destabilized very substantially that relationship and has led the Australians to think the only option for them may be entering into some agreement with the Chinese. That's unfortunate.
Congressman, it's Katty Kay here in Washington. How many more of America's allies are you going to have to call to make apologies for a phone call that went wrong from the White House?
I think experience would tell us over the last 10 days and, frankly, the last 15 months, who knows? Who knows what President Trump is going to do at any given moment and give offense to people that we need to be have confidence in us, and we need to have confidence in our relationship with them. I thought Secretary Tillerson yesterday at the State Department clearly made it very apparent that he understands that we're, in fact, in this together with our allies and that we need to have the confidence of our allies and we need to have full communication with our allies so they're not surprised and not put out on a limb. I don't have a lot of confidence that President Trump is going to learn that lesson. Nothing in the last 15 months has given us any confidence that he will.
Hey, Steny, John Heilman here real quick.
Hey, John.
Front page of the Wall Street Journal says that Dodd-Frank is under assault now today, executive order by Donald Trump about to dismantle it. To what extent can he do that by executive order, and what can Democrats do to stop it?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the executive order, John. Therefore, I can't comment on it. Obviously, Dodd-Frank is a statute, is law. The irony is that President Trump is doing exactly what the Republicans so bitterly complained about, and that is trying to legislate by executive order and usurp the authority of the equal branch of government, the Congress of the United States, in terms of lawmaking. So we'll have to see specifically, but clearly it's a law. He can't do a whole lot.
Right.
I think he would meet with, I think, some probably a positive discussion if he'd be saying, look, how do we more easily implement? I think Joe's right. Give us whatever the regulation and the law is, and give us some stability and time to work with it, but don't keep changing it on us. I think Joe's right on that.
All right, Congressman Steny Hoyer, thank you so much.
Thanks, Joe.